Oh, welcome. This is your boy, the host with the most, but humble. And I do mean humble. Dino Stradamus, aka Derek, and I'm here, of course, on a Tuesday to give you the hungry, happy, healthy people here at WrestleCram. Of course, the very first podcast of the week, you guys. Very first podcast of the week. This is episode 22 of your boy, WrestleCram. If you're watching it today, you're watching it tomorrow, you're watching it next week, I truly do thank you from the bottom of my heart to the depths of my loins. I truly do thank you. I truly do thank you. I'm humbled each and every time that I do this. I thank you so much for allowing me to do this. All right, thank you so much or whatnot. Let's talk about some stuff or whatnot. I got a lot of questions for Friday's show. Can't wait to look at those. Can't wait to put those on for Friday. Allow y'all to enjoy yourselves with that. Don't forget, you can go and put those questions in. You have until tomorrow to get those questions in. And then I will most definitely give you the show that you desperately want on this week, which is Ask WrestleCram. Don't forget as well that you can also go to our group page or whatnot, the WrestleCram Super Club, WrestleCram Super Club. Don't forget to go to Facebook and check that out. It is not private. Anybody can join. Anybody can join. Have a great time there at the WrestleCram Super Club. Okay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe, you guys. Today we're going to talk about, of course, Mercedes Moné, her injury update. We're also going to talk about we're going to talk about the WWE top star says that the world title isn't the secondary title. It's not a secondary title. Also, I do have the recap of Monday Night Raw. We're going to talk about that. And I'm going to talk about the ratings. Not in general, not in specifics. We just found out that, well, a lot of people were laughing about the AEW ratings and how low they went. But we just found out that SmackDown ratings were low as well. So we'll talk about that as well. What can we do to fix it? And why do we think that that is an issue as of right now? We'll talk about that later on today as well. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You guys, like, share, and subscribe. So first and foremost, we are going to talk about Mercedes Moné with that really quick match. I think it was a quick match with your girl, what is her name? Oh my goodness. Willow Nightingale or whatnot. Very beautiful Willow Nightingale. This is from WrestleZone.com. Don't forget WrestleZone.com. Go check them out. I love WrestleZone.com. Great thing, great place to go and get articles from and talk. Just read a lot of fun stuff, whatnot. Your boy don't do a lot of didn't do a lot of reading when he was a young kid. Now I do a lot of reading. And WrestleZone is where I get a lot of my articles from and whatnot. So that and some more places. But you know, WrestleZone is a really fun place to get your stuff. Oh, Black Panther! I got a Black Panther shirt and whatnot. Your boy has ADD. So let's go. Mercedes Moné main event. They main evented New Japan Resurgence on May 25th, but the remarkable match ended with a fan favorite getting carried to the back following a injury. Oh, goodness gracious, that sucks. Moné competed in a tournament for the IWGPW Strong Women's Championship at the New Japan Resurgence. That is the show that they had. I'm guessing that was in Japan. I don't know if that was. I don't think that was in the States. And she did advance to the finals after beating Stephanie Viger. Willow Nightingale beat Moto Kudo. Trust me, I do apologize, you guys, for not knowing the names of the Japanese stars. They have really cool names. I wish I could learn Japanese, but you know, it is what it is. In the first round, Willow Nightingale and in the final round, Willow Nightingale and Moné faced each other in the main event, and the match was thrown off, caused when the former IWGP Women's Champion, suffered a potential injury. The way it looked, the way I think I saw the video, Mercedes Moné was on the top rope, and I'm guessing she was going to do something to get thrown into the ring, but that did not happen. She could not control her footing, so she fell from the top rope to the outside, and I'm guessing that is where the ankle was hurt or whatnot. Nightingale then pinned Moné for the Dr. Bomb to win the match and the title. My day, of course, Moné's day was she was carried to the back, per Mike Johnson at PW Insider. The word is going around backstage indicates that Moné is believed to suffer a broken ankle. In a tweet briefly, Moné, of course, commented on the situation by stating she loves her fans and she will be back better than ever. Once again, we don't know exactly what the circumstance as of right now. They are saying that it may be a broken ankle, and if it's a broken ankle, oh my goodness, that is really bad. You know, the ankles have really small bones, so that's kind of hard to if it's broken or sprained you can work with, but broken is a whole other story. I do hope a speedy recovery for Mercedes Moné. She's a great addition to not only the IWGP crew, or the characters there, and the crew and the staff and the wrestlers there, but you know, we really want to see her just get better, period. Also, you know, I would love to see her in AEW eventually. We can get something like that, but you know, just like I said, you know, and I always say this, and I'm going to continue to say this, the very first thing that I worry about when it comes to wrestling are their health, and then getting your money. So if your health is not there, then you're not getting your money. So make sure that we're sending positive vibes out there to Mercedes Moné. I mean, I wished it was a better match, but once again, injuries happen, and you have to sidetrack and get to another finish. Much love over there, and congratulations to Willow Nightingale as well. Her winning the Strong Women's title over there, and main eventing as well. So great job over there to Willow Nightingale. On from that to now a top superstar in WWE saying that the world title isn't a secondary title. This is from WrestleTalk.com. Don't forget to support WrestleTalk. I love WrestleTalk. WrestleTalk.com, and the huge fan of their channel they have. I love their channel. So a top WWE star says it's hard to argue that the World Championship isn't a secondary at Night of Champions. Seth Rollins will face AJ Styles in the World Heavyweight Champion Tournament Finals. This will mark the third world title in WWE because you know Roman Reigns won and merged both of those titles together to become the unified WWE Universal Champion. This new title was created exclusively for Monday Night Raw after Reigns was drafted to SmackDown in a recent WWE draft. Speaking with the New York Post, AJ Styles, was asked whether or not he feels that the new championship should be considered secondary. He does quote, it is a quote, he does respond and says, it is a secondary. He said, is it a secondary? Well, if the Raw Championship is held by Roman Reigns and the SmackDown Championship is held by Reigns, then how can you argue that it is not? He said, he continues to say, we had a new, we made a new championship because Roman Reigns holds them all. And when it, and if he decides to wrestle for the world championship, it is what it is. We got to go with it. If we make the best of it, and when Roman challenges for it, we will beat the brakes off of him. Whomever it might be, when we will see the title secondary. While Styles is looking forward to providing himself as a workhorse once again, and working every show as World Heavyweight Champion, AJ Styles doesn't admit, well, he does admit that he doesn't hate Roman Reigns for his schedule, and admits he would have done the same. He quotes, this is the last quote from AJ Styles, saying that this is what we want to do. This is what we want to do. This is what we're trying to get to in your career. I'm not mad at him. I told him if he could, he would do it as well. I'm once again not mad at you. Once again, this is even with the Sasha Banks situation. Not, similar to the Sasha Banks situation, but once again, I think that the health of the wrestler is the number one thing that we can always talk about. That's the number one thing we want to work on. After that, then getting your money. I think Roman Reigns has mastered both of those as of right now, not wrestling as much and getting as much money as possible. And AJ Styles is seeing that. He sees the story of Roman Reigns, and he respects exactly what's going on with that situation. So we really can't be mad. I can't be mad at Roman for what he did and what he campaigned for in his new contract. Nobody can be mad at that. My thing is, this is what I specifically talk about as of right now. We have a champion that is part-time. I mean, Brock did it. I mean, it's a lot of people that have done it that are part-time champions. So the thing is that I can't agree with AJ Styles saying this isn't a secondary title, because this is title B due to the fact that Roman not only has beaten pretty much everybody, he stacked a legend in Bryan Danielson, and he has merged both of those titles, beating Brock Lesnar. If that's not being the top guy, then what more can we say about this situation? I mean, yes, I truly think that this title is unfortunately, it is a secondary title. It is, you will be, whoever wins out of Seth Rollins and AJ Styles will be champion B. Now, is it something wrong with that? No, there's nothing wrong with being a champion exclusively for Monday Night Raw. It's nothing wrong with that at all. But we know, everybody knows in the wrestling, if you do wrestling podcasting or if you watch wrestling on a regular, we know that this is a title because Roman Reigns is not on TV every single week. He doesn't defend, he rarely even wrestles on TV anymore. He's not on the indie circuit as much. But we know that he is the champion. And once again, I say this all day, every day. Roman Reigns' special is not the guillotine. It's not the spear. It's not the Superman punch. Those are not his specials. His special is the art of kicking out of pretty much everything. That's how powerful Roman Reigns is. It is what it is. He will go down, to me, as one of the greatest WWF he will go down as one of the greatest reigning champions of all time. And it is due to the fact of him with that contract. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I would love to see a champion on TV, not even competing on a regular basis, but, and hear me out, just seeing him on TV. Just seeing him on TV. Not even every week, but we want to make sure we know who the champion is. On AEW, a lot of people crap on AEW, but AEW pretty much has the winning recipe when it comes to having a world champion. I didn't like the Hangman Page situation because he was wrestling on a regular basis. I didn't like that. He should not have been wrestling on a regular basis. Even with the Jon Moxley situation, where I respect Jon Moxley, but he should not have been wrestling and bleeding every single Wednesday. MJF is doing it the perfect way. He's on TV. Even if he's not on TV, they have a situation where he has a video package. He's doing something, and that's the only thing I can do. I can respect that times 12 with this situation. Now, I will say this again. I love both AJ Styles. I love also Seth freaking Rollins as well. They are both really, they're going to go down as Hall of Famers, first ballot Hall of Famers everywhere. I think they're both on Ring of Honor. It will go down in that Hall of Fame as well. So we know for a fact that both of these men are Hall of Famers. But call a spade a spade. That's all I'm saying. Call a spade because we know for a fact that this is a secondary title. Not mad at it, but let's call a spade a spade. That's all I can say about that. So let's get on to Monday Night Raw. Is Cody okay or is Cody not okay? That's pretty much what the entire show was about. Is Cody okay? Is Cody not okay? We got numerous video packages of Cody being attacked from the outside to the inside to the outside. I mean, we got so many of this that it took me 2 days to watch the entire show. It took me yesterday, which was I think it is off today, which is Tuesday, but it took me 2 days to watch this because it was just it's sometimes Monday Night Raw can be really good, but it's still a chore to watch because it's so long. It's so long. I mean, even football isn't. I don't think football is 3 hours. I think football is only 2 hours. So it's just long. It's so long and drooling. I don't know why we have this long amount of time. But let's get on to it. At the beginning of the show, Cody Rhodes was coming in from the back. He gets attacked by Brock Lesnar. Gets destroyed by Brock Lesnar. And it looks like that Brock Lesnar destroyed I'm guessing the right arm of Cody Rhodes. And that was the end of that. After that, we get Paul Heyman, who, last time I checked, is part of SmackDown, but is still on Monday Night Raw. What is the point of having a draft and you can go anywhere you want to go? Like, that doesn't make any... What was the point of the draft? If you can tell me what the point of the draft is, I will stop my podcast today. I will stop it. Because we're consistently getting people that are not on Raw on SmackDown and vice versa. Like, your champions are on Raw. They should stay on Raw because they have been drafted to Raw. They should have been free agents because they are champions. Like Gunther should have been not an exclusive because he has a title. Austin Theory should not be an exclusive because he has a title. That's what I'm trying to, like, it's not, there's no rules to the draft. But I digress. Paul Heyman, he gets in the ring. He talks about that he had nothing to do with Cody Rhodes. And he talks about that there are 3 main events for, of course, Night of Champions. And one of those main events he's going to specifically talk about, which is the tag team match between Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens versus Solo Sikoa and the Tribal Chief himself. He's saying that, of course, that they are going to win. They are going to take those titles off of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Oh my goodness! It looks like that may happen. Sami and Kevin Owens, their song does pop up, and we do get a point where Paul Heyman literally gets out of the ring like really quick. Like he just literally like disappears or fades out of that. I mean, maybe he has an interfacer. I don't know, but Sami talks about like, wow, I didn't know Paul Heyman could move that fast. He left pretty quick. Sami Zayn talks about this will be the biggest match of their career as the champions, the unified tag team champions. Kevin Owens gets on the mic and says, we're going to dedicate this match to the true #1 tag team champions, which are the Usos. That's hilarious. I can't wait to see what Friday has to offer. And now they said that their business with that will be Saturday, but their business today is going to be Imperium, which we will have a three-man tag for in that situation. Out comes Imperium. They circle the ring, but we get Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle runs in and makes the numbers 3-on-3. Imperial walks away, but before they get halfway in, they run back to the stage and attack Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and Matt Riddle, but they do get the upper hand on them, and they attempt to try to clothesline Gunther, but he's so big that they have to literally do it like 3 times. This happened numerous times now with bigger men trying to clothesline him out of the ring, and it just doesn't happen. But the faces do stand tall on this one. After that, we get an Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce says that we don't know right now with Cody Rhodes on the update because they are trying to get medical staff in there. But Cody Rhodes is refusing medical help. Byron Saxton has heard, I guess, through the grapevine that it is a broken arm. And Adam Pearce like, I don't know what you're talking about. So after that, we get to do Bronson Reed versus Ricochet. Pretty decent match. I enjoy seeing Bronson Reed. I think that he is the future more than Ricochet. I think Ricochet should go back to NXT. I think he should try to get that title. Have him have a run with that world title. That's my opinion. Ricochet doesn't talk, and it sucks that he doesn't talk. I hate that. So Bronson Reed is a great talker now. I enjoy all aspects of Bronson Reed, including the win with that. He has a ripcord scoop or power slam, and he grabbed him and threw him to the side to do that nice little top rope splash. It's called the Avalanche. I thought that was really good. Ricochet did a lot of moves working that knee. But not a lot of aerial moves this go around with Ricochet. But now I'm thinking that since Bronson Reed did destroy Ricochet, we may get a match between Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed now. But that was a pretty decent match. I enjoyed the match. Really fun match. After that, we get Apollo Crews. He finally made it to Raw. And he talks to the interviewer and saying that it's good to be back here on Raw. And after that, Dominic Mysterio comes in and Rhea Ripley comes in. Now Dominic says, now it is time for our interview. And she's like, no, well, it's Apollo Crews interview. And after Apollo, it's Rhea. And he's like, oh, who cares? It's mommy's turn now. Apollo Crews is like, dude, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's my go around. And Dominic's like, dude, what are you talking about? Nobody interrupts mommy. But before that, Rhea Ripley had a intimate conversation. She talks to the camera and says, Natalya at Night of Champions, I challenge you, and I'm going to make an example out of you. So Dominic was like, dude, nobody interrupts mommy. Nobody interrupts mommy. And Apollo Crews is like, I just did that. Do you want to do something about it? let's do something about it in the ring. So they get a match between Apollo Crews and Dominic Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio, I think, is undefeated right now. That's a spoiler, by the way. After that, we get part 3 segment of Seth Rollins. He talks about, of course, the title run. He talks of Roman Reigns' title run. He says that he loves Roman, but he doesn't like Roman. He talks about his ego has poisoned his judgment. And, of course, Seth talks about moving the industry forward with this new title. He talks about AJ Styles being one of the greatest performers in the ring. They show a segment of where AJ Styles defeats Seth Rollins in an indie area, and he talks about AJ Styles talks about that Seth Rollins will be the future of professional wrestling. I mean, how great is that when you're doing that a long time ago and it happens now? And he says that this title will be the end. I'm guessing the end of the controversy with another world champion. After that, we get a backstage interview with Damian Priest and Finn Balor. Byron Saxton comes in. He talks. He tries to get a interview, and Damian Priest is not having. He's upset. He's speaking Espanol and or Spanish, and he almost attacks Byron Saxton. But Finn Balor stops him and says, "Tranquilo, tranquilo," and he says that he's going to beat the living crap out of Shinsuke Nakamura, just giving him an inch so Damian Priest can get the carcass after he's done with them. After that, we get a Candice LeRae versus Zoe Stark. I like Zoe. This match was not the match that I was thinking that we should have had with Zoe, but apparently Nikki Cross is obsessed with now Candice LeRae, and that's what happened with the situation where Zoe Stark won, and she won clean because of Nikki Cross trying to give Candice LeRae a hug. She gets put into the Z360 for Zoe Starks to now be 2-0 on the Raw roster. I mean, it is what it is. What can I say? After that, we get a backstage interview with Mustafa Ali. And he talks about that in his career he has a lot of downs, little ups, and he thinks that a lot of people think that he can win against Gunther, but he thinks that, you know, he truly thinks he can win this match against Gunther. In comes Brock Lesnar, shoving both Byron Saxton and Mustafa, saying he said, "Kid, get a life," or "get a life, kid." That ends the interview. He puts his head down and he walks away. I was like, oh my God, this is so sad. So Brock gets in the ring. He does a promo. He shoots a promo in Pennsylvania. He says that Cody will not be able to face him at Night of Champions. So I have an open challenge for Night of Champion. All you have to do as of right now is come to the ring and look me in the face, and that will signify that we will have that match. Nobody came until Cody comes out. He has a sling with ice all around or whatnot. He walks into the ring. He attacks or attempts to attack Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar puts that Kimura lock on that arm that allegedly is broken, destroying that arm even more. So Brock gets out of the ring. He said, "Go and get some medical attention." Once again, Cody Rhodes is still consistently saying that I do not need medical assistance. So he goes to the outside, to the back again. Like a little 14-year-old child that is really mad, like, I don't need your help. That's what the situation is as of right now. After that, we get a Alpha Academy versus the Viking Jobbers. Oh my God, what is the purpose of still having this group? They are now, to me, the Los Lotharios now. They are just that bad. Even are the Los Lotharios even still in the company? I mean, goodness gracious, these are the jobbers of all of WWE now. They went from SmackDown to Raw. I'm thinking that in my head that they're going to get better, but they're not getting better. They even lose because of their manager, Valhalla, this go around. So apparently, Maxine Dupree, I think happy belated birthday. I think her birthday was yesterday. She just turned 26. Oh, she's so pretty. She's so pretty. Maxine Dupree, just legs all day. Just very beautiful young lady. She reminds me of Stacy Keibler. That's who she reminds me of. She gets in the face of Valhalla, and Valhalla starts to, I'm guessing, run behind her. So Maxine runs, and apparently they see Valhalla running, so that gives Chad Gable the opportunity to hit him, throwing him on the ground, German suplex, pin, and the win. That was it. I mean, it was just that quick. Hopefully they're getting paid really good to be trash, because I don't like their storyline. It's just not good at all. So after that, we get Byron Saxton again waiting at Cody Rhodes' locker room or his changing area, and we are still not getting an update. We get a very upset Adam Pearce again. He rushes out of the room, and he says, and we see Cody. Cody is saying again, I do not need any type of medical assistance. And he slams the door. That was the end of that. We get a very short but a very awesome video package from Jinder Mahal, Sangha, and Veer Mahan. And they're just saying that they're saying WWE Universe, what's next? It was just that good. It was just that good. I am really starting to love this group. I'm really starting to fall back in love with Jinder Mahal. I can't wait to see what they do with this situation. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Finn Balor. Pretty decent match. I enjoyed this match. There's only 2-3 matches on here that was pretty good. This was one of the good ones. It was actually a pretty long, decent match. Judgment Day is really just racking up the W's now on just everything. They're not the joke anymore that, you know, when they were in the concept of like where they were losing to Edge and losing to Rey Mysterio. Now they're just stacking up wins back to back to back. It is really good. They know they win this one as well. So Damian Priest takes him to the outside. Nice, crazy. Nice, crazy clothesline by Damian Priest. They throw him back to the outside where we try to get another clothesline, but Shinsuke does reverses it, does a dance, gets back in the ring. Lots of fun. We get an attempt. Kinshasa does not happen. We go back to the outside where Shinsuke Nakamura does attack Damian Priest again, clotheslining him over to the bell, the timekeeper's area, giving now the opportunity for Finn Balor to do the coup de grace to win the match. Not a lot to say about Finn Balor. I mean, Finn Balor did a great job, but it was mostly about Damian Priest. I see him as a world champion. I see him as a world champion now. His mic skills have improved times 12. He has the look. He has the look. We haven't had a Latino champion in WWE in a while now. I think he is one of those guys. Him and Santos Escobar, they are to me, the future of the world title conversation now. I mean, I'm just being completely honest with you. After that, we get a Raquel Rodriguez versus Sonya Deville. Not a very long match. Tahana Bomb, and that was the end of that. Chelsea Green gets into the ring, and they both attack Raquel Rodriguez. Out comes Shotzi, who we haven't seen in a very long time. She comes out to even the numbers, And that was the end of that. Nice, beautiful suicide dive by Shotzi as well. After that, we get the referee. They're talking to Adam Pearce. They're discussing Cody Rhodes not letting anybody into his locker room. And Adam Pearce says, we'll get to the bottom of it. We'll try to get somebody in there to help Cody Rhodes. After that, we get Trish Stratus interrupting, saying that she would like a non-touch policy with this contract signing for their match at Saudi Arabia. And Adam Pearce like, no, we're not gonna do that. So after that, we get the contract signing with Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch comes out first, of course, signs and ready for Trish Stratus to come out. She comes out. Stratus is just, edging her on. Talking about, of course, this is her very first contract signing. Without her, there would not be as many contract signings as we usually do. She talks about that she is the number one, and if she beats number one, does that make her number one again? A lot of stuff that comes out of her mouth. She also says, I didn't have to break my nose and have a bloody nose to be number one. I came in and I was that person. So Becky Lynch gets on the mic and she destroys Trish Stratus, saying, are you scared? It seems like you're scared. You're terrified. And she's saying that, trust me, I'm going to beat your... It is a very beautiful... When I tell you that she is just one of the greatest mic talkers in the world, I compare her literally to CM Punk. I really do. That's how good Becky Lynch is. And after that, we get Trish Stratus being upset. Liv, of course, throwing the table over. And that's going to be a very interesting match. I want to see what that match does to Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus. Hopefully we get, a three-prong title, three-prong match with this. It's just so good, so good. After that, we get Shotzi and Raquel Rodriguez in the back. Raquel Rodriguez just saying that now her new opponent her new tag team partner will be Shotzi. That's pretty much into that. So next week we will have Shotzi and Raquel Rodriguez trying to get those titles from the other three opponents in Raw. I can't wait to see that. I think it's going to be, I think it's Damage Control in there. I think it's, who else is in there? Shayna Baszler and the other girl, Ronda Rousey, and Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville. I think those are going to be the 4 participants in this match. After that, we get Dominic Mysterio versus Apollo Crews. Once again, I don't think Dominic has lost a match yet. I think he has been literally been winning a lot. So this match was pretty decent. We get where, of course, Rhea Ripley comes in to assist with helping Dominic with this win. But I will say that Apollo Crews is really good. I enjoy watching Apollo Crews now, since he is turned back into a face and just power move after power move after power move. He's really, really good. And when I tell you this dude is jacked, it is crazy how jacked this guy is. But we get Mr. Dominic with a 5-star frog splash from the middle of the ring. Huge. And for him to win the match, of course. Once again, Dominic Mysterio is undefeated. After that, we get a video package of AJ Styles, of course, and his accomplishments, not only in WWE, but throughout the entire world, just showing some really cool footage of AJ Styles. After that, we get Seth Rollins. It's, I'm guessing, the very last segment of Seth Rollins. Just him as a child, in his childhood, him being raised and where he's located, where he's from. I don't even know where he's from. But they just talk about him and his upbringing as a child. Just showing home videos of him being a kid and going to sleep and waking up and having a ton of wrestling teddy bears or whatnot. After that, we get the main event. We get the main event: Imperium versus Cody Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Matt Riddle. Not a lot to go home to by with this match. A lot of shenanigans, a lot of, you know, spots upon spots upon spots. I did like the ending, though, where we did get, well, we knew Giovanni was going to take the pin, where Sami does the Halula kick, followed by Kevin Owens doing a swanton off the top for them to win. Now, we do get a lot of fun stuff by Gunther. Gunther putting Riddle in a crazy, crazy sleeper hold, giving Matt Riddle... No, he puts Sami into... No, I think it was Kevin. No, he puts Kevin into the sleeper hold, giving Matt Riddle the opportunity for a floating bro. Now, he hits his hip somewhere on Gunther's body, and you could just see that he's in pain. Hopefully, he's okay with that. Also, we get a nice stunner by your boy Kevin Owens. I thought that was pretty good, but not a lot of match after that situation. I do remember him throwing Gunther over the commentator's desk, eliminating him from the match altogether. But once again, it was not a lot to go home to by this match. I think the best segment was the very last segment where Cody gets a knock at the door, and it is not Adam Pearce, it is Triple H. It is Paul Levesque. And he talks about that, yo, even I can see that your arm is broken. Let's get some medical crew in here. Let's see what we can do. He's like, no, I'm still going to face Brock. I don't care. I still have 2 feet and 1 arm. I am going to face Brock Lesnar. He's like, dude, I understand that you're scared. He's like, scared? I'm not scared. I'm just here. It's a fight. I want to fight. That's what he said. So he was like, dude, if you put yourself in my shoes, what would you do? And once again, Triple H was like, yeah, I understand. I feel you. That's why he said nothing else after this conversation with with the two. And that was the end of that. We get a fade to black. Very okay show. It was mostly about, of course, Cody and Brock. You know, this is the go home show. We didn't get a lot of go homeness. I would have thought that it would have been okay to see, you know, Roman even on the, you know, the teleprompter saying something. You know, something that consists of the bloodline other than Paul Heyman. You're saying that there are 3 main events, but we didn't see that. But it's okay. It's okay. We'll see what happens on SmackDown. We'll see what happens on SmackDown. So, I mean, like I said, pretty decent show. I really wasn't a huge fan of the ending or whatnot, but I liked the ending. So, after that, so let's get into my segment of the My 2 Cents, where we are going to talk about ratings. Now, I don't have any numbers in front of me. I'm not going to talk about the numbers. I don't really care about the numbers. We just know that apparently AEW Dynamite took a nosedive when it came to ratings. Everybody was laughing about that situation, but we get the ratings from SmackDown as well, and it took a nosedive as well. So, what do you think happened? Let's put on our glasses and our thinking caps. Let's see what's happening. You got 2 things that's going on right now. You have the Stanley Cup tournament, the playoffs. And you have, of course, the dreadful Western and Eastern Conference Finals. Now we have one more match because the Lakers were swept, but we have a lot of stuff that's going on now. Wrestling isn't as huge as it used to be back in the 80s, where you had 40 million people watching, you know, the territories. It's not like that anymore. The territories are dead. They're gone. You only have about, 3 mainstream wrestling organizations in the States. Let alone, we can talk about, of course, Noah, which is over there in Japan, and the Juggernaut, which is New Japan. Of course, you have the you have plenty of variety here with, of course, the Major League, MLW or whatnot. You have that. Hopefully they bring back Lucha Underground. That was a really good show. But you know, there's a lot of stuff that's going on right now, and people now, since we have this situation where a lot of people don't even watch cable anymore. I only watch cable for about 3 shows, 4 shows if you count Rampage, because I'm fast forward most of it. But you know, I truly don't watch cable like that. I think there should be another standing that we are looking at with the because I don't even think they put in the DVR situation, or you watching the DVR, or you recording on your DVR, or even the streaming services, because I guarantee that they're not counting the WWE Peacock. That Peacock, they're not counting that. So there's a lot of stuff that's going on. Of course, wrestling isn't mainstream anymore. Unfortunately, it's not mainstream anymore. So that's what happens when you have that. You're going to have a situation, and we're going to get this situation pretty soon, where now the juggernaut of the NFL is going to be on. And they're going to be on Thursdays, Mondays, I think we're getting some Saturday shows as well, and of course Sunday. So a lot of those premium live events may not even be on Sundays anymore, due to the fact that we have this juggernaut of the NFL. I myself am a huge NFL fan, and I will be watching as well, especially those Sunday night games are really, really good. So what I think we could do is we need more advertisement when it comes to something like this. And I also, and something that I don't even watch, but I will praise, the All Access show, which is with AEW, the Rampage show, which will, I think, be their Dark and Elevation now. That should be a pretty good, decent show. And now we have some more reality shows coming in from the WWE with, of course, Montez Ford and Bianca Belair. You know, they are married in real life. We're getting like a Ms. and Mrs. type of situation with those two, which will be very interesting. So the advertisement will be good. I hate that the morning shows, the news morning shows, like, I forgot what those shows are called. Good Morning America. Those things, they are just not good anymore. They're not the focal point. Because I remember a long time ago when I was a child, we had a situation where we would have, you know, the new world champion on late night, or we'll have him on the morning show. We'll have things like that in this situation. And it sucks that we don't have that. But more advertisement is always better. And the dirt sheets, we need more people like myself to bring out this situation. So it's fun, it's creative, and I think it could work. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe, you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget. Now, what do you think about Mercedes Moné? Send her love. Send her positive as well. Also, what do you think about AJ Styles thinking that the world title is not a secondary title? Also, what do you think about Monday Night Raw? Do you think it was good? Do you think it was bad? Do you think it was a creamy middle? Do you think Cody Rhodes will come out of Night of Champions with another win on Brock Lesnar? And what do you think about the ratings? And what do you think that should happen with the ratings, and how you can fix those ratings? Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to get your questions in. You have until tomorrow to get those questions in. And go and check out the Wrestle Cram Super Club over there on Facebook. I love y'all so much. The best is truly yet to come. The best is truly yet to come. Until next time, love, peace, and of course, wrestling.